Whoa. This is recording number 3? Yeah. Uh, Here we are. Oh, wait, you guys can't see. 1 second. The music in my ears is really loud. Oh, shoot. Alright. Recording number 3. Um, if you have watched the streams before this recording, you will know that I have been I don't know if burned out is the right word. Maybe it is. I haven't had a lot of motivation to work on this character. Um, it's probably like a bunch of different reasons, but anyway, I started working on it and I was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to record it, so I just controlled Z'd. Or I just, yeah, control Z'd back, and now I'm just control Zing forward. Ugh. But yeah, my motivation has been a bit shot. I've been doing a bunch of other stuff, but in terms of like actually working on this model in Blender, that has not happened. But that is fine because we're here. I'm hoping that I can recover my motivation with some off-stream blending. Because sometimes, like, maybe the motivation is gone because I'm like, I don't know. Like, part of me does want to get things right the first time. And that does limit a lot. That does limit a lot of it stunts the progress a bit, maybe. Um, can I get this positioned the right way? I don't even know if I can, using proportional editing at least. I think the back here needs to come in a lot more. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. So like I said in the past, and I'll probably reiterate, I don't know what we're gonna do today on stream. But I'm gonna do a little bit of the body. I'm gonna do a little bit of the hair, hopefully, in this recording. So that when we get onto stream, I'll have a little bit of the body done, I'll have a little bit of the hair done, and I can choose, depending on I guess on how this goes. I can choose what to do. Whoops. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But what is it? What am I gonna say? I forgot. Um, this this reference is not the best. This body reference, I mean, is like not the best. Um, oh, that's her neck. Her neck is like really far back. She's also a little bit rotated to the side in this side reference. Maybe we'll go with the front reference for now. It's still not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better than the side reference. And then we'll just, I guess, try to angle the side reference a bit and see what we can do. So yeah. What am I saying? I don't even know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how today goes. So, we're here once again. This is, as I've said before, maybe question mark. This is the brand sculpt method. I am using these basic circular shapes. She's not like 100% symmetrical, it seems. Usually I want to stick to one side, but maybe I want to stick to like the larger side, since I do want her to be like a little bit muscular later on. Whichever side I choose, I have to stick with it, basically. Is that too big? It looks a bit odd. Uh, with just like a few pieces. Everything together though will probably add up. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh god. Oh yeah, we might not do the body today. Mostly because like I'm supposed to have like what am I trying to say? I'm supposed to have like references of like muscular bodies, and I just have not collected that. I've been collecting hair references occasionally. I wouldn't say I'm like that preoccupied on it though. I'm not doing it diligently. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Things could always be worse, I guess. I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know. Sorry. I feel like I'm not tired, but like I'm kind of out of it. Worst comes to worst. Oh god, why does it look so odd? What was I gonna say? Worst comes to worst. I will. Oh, this sticks out a bit too much. I need to bring this in. There we go. I think that'll make it look a bit normal. Maybe. Um, I could always just play more games. I actually do enjoy playing games. More Viscera cleanup. I really want to finish that one level we started on stream. We're like, I wouldn't say we're close, but I feel like the upstairs area is like almost done. So for the most part, we're almost done. You know, we're close in that regard. Oh God. But yeah, we'll see. Oh God. Oops. What did I just do? We'll see how today goes. Um, I was about to start talking, like as if I was streaming. Okay, it's fine. I don't know if anyone actually watches these recordings. I kind of part of me kind of feels like hopefully they don't, because I guess technically if you want to see my progress, you do have to watch them. But like, I feel like it's a boatload of nothing. It's an insane nothing burger of a of a recording. I don't say anything. Do I say it? I guess yeah. I don't know. Ooh, the side reference is like low key kind of bad. I don't like the side reference. She's like too posed up in the side reference. It's going to be extremely difficult to to do anything with that. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know. I'm a bit concerned with the side reference. TBH. I guess I should have thought about that when I. Ooh, you should have thought about that when you decided to use this character sheet to design the body. Whatever. The shapes might change. I need to like go back through this. Wait, what? I need to go back through these shapes and potentially adjust them later on uh to fit a more muscular build, if that makes sense. Like she's not gonna be like super duper muscular, insano style muscular, but she is going to at least be like toned, is kind of like the goal. So yeah, I'm unsure what exactly that's going to look like. Like her thighs probably need to be bigger. Maybe her calves need to be more defined. I mean, a lot of this stuff will also be done via sculpting. So, like, look how thin her calves are on here. Maybe I should leave them as thick as it is on here. Although I don't like what's going on here. It's, but yeah, side view. Side view is not the best. Should I follow the side view just so that I could keep consistent with the shape of her body, and then afterwards I can go ahead and adjust it as needed. I feel like that's usually the best case scenario. That's what I did when I worked on her face. The first time I think I did a bad job because I wasn't following along. It's probably in my best interest to follow along. And then fix things afterwards. Although the issue is that like her side view is kind of like a bit too posed. Her body's rotated a bit. She kind of like you could with the knee being up like this, you kind of assume that her hips are not 100% like straightened out like that. They're probably like this. Does that make sense? Or would they be more like this? No, I feel like they'd have to be like this. That's too steep. Because then this leg is straight, and then this leg is bent. Something like that. Her hips are not straight. Her shoulders are maybe like this as well. Her whole body's basically just like that from the side view, which can make it hard. But then what do I do? I think I just have to follow along to the best of my ability and then edit it afterwards. Like I said, I think that's best case scenario. All right. So even though I wanted to keep this calf kind of big, we're gonna shrink it down, and we could always reinflate it, remake it big later on. She's definitely gonna need it, maybe. But because otherwise it's just going to make things confusing. Better not to do that. Although actually here at the front, we don't actually have visual on the front. But I assume it doesn't like sway too far away from there and there. Oh yeah, I downloaded Satisfactory. I haven't launched it yet. I don't know if we're gonna play Satisfactory. I would. Ooh, I need to start talking. I was literally thinking like I was gonna talk about the fact that played Factorio towards the end yesterday, and I was like, no, that's a conversation to have on stream. And then here I go, about to start talking about it. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it is. Factorio isn't bad. I actually was enjoying it towards the end. The only issue, which isn't really an issue, it's just kind of like a personal thing. For some reason, uh, my head was like defaulting to like Minecraft controls when I was playing it. So I kept on trying to press E next to things to access their inventory, when obviously in reality, no. Like, yeah, I don't know. What was I even saying? We'll see. Doesn't look like a knee on the front view. I feel like I don't know if I should copy the shape of her body here, because at the end of the day, she is slightly rotated. So her torso appears to be wider, or bigger this side view than she actually is, because she's like slightly rotated to the side. So I don't know if I should like commit to that sizing, or if I should reset, or like try to figure something else out. I'm gonna have to check and make sure that I'm not accidentally streaming. Like the record button and the stream button are like right next to each other. Sometimes I fear that like I accidentally clicked the wrong button and I'm actually streaming instead of recording, which honestly doesn't really change much of anything, TBH. Um, I don't know. I guess like I give myself a bit of leeway on these recordings to have like a lot less energy than when I stream. I mean, I probably don't have that much more energy when I stream, but you see, like this is what I mean though. Oh wait, I guess I could hold on. We could maybe make her chest like a little bit smaller. Yeah, because she is rotated to the side. It's like hard to gauge like how actually thick her sort of upper body is. And so it's hard to gauge. Like, okay, like this probably shouldn't be going this far back. If I had to guess. Like, this doesn't look that bad. It could be better, but it's not bad. Okay, let's hide you. Her neck is going to be a bit annoying, though. Isn't this neck, like, super duper thick? Like, I think I might have to, like, move some points inward to, like, round the back of the neck a bit. Because I think I was going off of the head reference. Which, for some reason, the head reference has quite a thick neck. Maybe this is fine. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anatomy too well, so I'm just like looking at the references and just crossing my fingers and hoping that the person who made this reference had like some sort of knowledge about proportions that I just don't have, because then I don't have to deal with it. I'd rather not deal with it. Okay, the butt. How's the butt gonna go? I think it needs to like go down a bit. Start like lower. Things like the butts and the breasts I also struggle with because I mean, like for the most part, it's like it's a bit difficult. It's kind of like the side of the head or like the what's it called? The the scalp, right? It's like you don't really see this because they're usually like covered in hair or covered in clothing, right? But you also kind of need it to be somewhat accurate so that uh you know, like I feel like you kind of need it to be kind of realistic. Or not realistic, but you know, kind of like it makes sense within her body proportions. Because when you start like rigging, I feel like it plays like a major deal. And also when you're like trying to make the clothing, it's also important to have like a base that is like proportional to how humans actually are. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, that makes planning this stuff like difficult. I guess like my only option is to like look at butts, but I don't really want to do that right now. Like I don't know. I guess like this is part of her leg here, but she also is just like you can't really follow that leg. You can follow that leg though, I think, because she's like kicking it forward, so it's not like the best guide for how it should look. Should I bring in another version of this block out? Because maybe like having two bodies right next to each other will help me out. One that is like quote unquote complete, and one uh that isn't complete. Let me try doing that and see if that helps. I don't know though. Let me see. Blender resources, mesh.body, object, block.body. Should I get the body remesh? Huh. Let's just get the block.body. Oh, that's right, but it's like super small. All right. This body allegedly is correct. Now, obviously, it's a bit subjective. Um, it isn't. I guess maybe it is correct. I guess maybe when you start sculpting it, you could start shaping it to be a bit more anatomically correct. But I feel like this isn't correct because I feel like it should be like a smooth line from the hips. Oh, whoops! I accidentally chose line, bruh. From the hips to the butt, it should flow like smoothly, right? Maybe. Do I know about butts? What do I know about butts? I don't know. Very little, it seems. Um, I don't know anything. Can I really do that though? Oh, you know what I should look up? I should look up like muscles. Like muscles. Uh is it like a diagram maybe? Because basically what I'm doing right now is putting down the muscles. So I could look at how the butt muscles look. Muscles. Okay, but why are the diagrams doing like like why are the diagrams doing like fuck ass poses? They look like a dancing. Like why? I don't need that. It's so funny. This one. Eh. Feel like insane right now? This is like when you're trying to do like actual feet and you have to look up feet pictures. What does a breast look like? Let's look it up. And you get flagged. I mean, I don't know if you get flagged for that. You have to look up some pretty heinous stuff to be flagged, I assume. Oh God, fuck! I didn't mean to yawn so loud. Sorry about that. Starting to make a playlist. I don't think I've. Okay, I don't think I've said this on stream. Is what I was about to say. Worst mistake of my life. Why would I say that? Oh, maybe this one. This one might be a good drawing to use. Or it's hard to know like which of these references. I'm afraid that some of these references are like AI generated. Is this an AI generated reference? How could you even tell? It's found on Pinterest though. This is like a pretty nice muscular. I just found like a reference for like a pretty nice muscular woman. Like I don't know if I want her to be this muscular, but honestly, this is like pretty decent. The definitions are there. I might have this one like not in Blender, but I'll have it on the side. I'm afraid of like so there's certain references that I'm like I don't want to have these ones in Blender because I don't know. I don't know. Twitch might see it and flag it as like something else entirely. I think some 3D modelers have that sort of issue. Some of the maybe more bigger ones can't really like show their human bodies naked or like without any underwear. Because even though there's like nothing underneath, uh, they might still run into issues. Perchance. At some point, I'm gonna have to stop to get something to eat real quick before stream starts. I won't say how long it's gonna be until stream starts, just in case. I don't know. I don't think it actually matters, but I'd rather not say. But then I'm gonna have to eyeball it. If I don't put this into Blender, I'm gonna have to eyeball it and sort of like be like, yeah, okay, this is how it should be, yada yada yada. Yeah, whatever, whatever. All right. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Are these references any good? I'm trying to do the butt real quick. Okay, well, this is the front view, so that's not gonna help. The side view, maybe? You know, this is actually like a way better side view too. I might just bring it in for like for no reason. Hold on, let me see like where this actually comes from. This reference, I think it's from Pinterest. But let me see what else it says. I just like I did that thing where like you put you right click and you open the image in a new tab. So I didn't actually open it uh within within Pinterest itself. Sorry, I keep on getting distracted. I probably should have just looked up anatomy within Pinterest. Like what's the worst that could happen? I die. Um this is the comments are turned off for some reason. I don't know. I don't know who uploaded this. Does it say? Oh, it comes from a site. Let me look at the site. Oh, it's from DeviantArt. It's from a guy called Enrique NL. Study of Anatomy Women. Uh, this is from 2014. Whoa. November 2014. And then someone asked 8 years later, I had to do the math. May I use this for drawing characters? And no one responded. So, I guess I don't want to like use it if I'm just gonna like carbon copy it. Is like the main issue. That is that is not the goal, and that shouldn't be allowed. All right, sorry. Let's actually. Let's lock in. What am I doing? Okay, let's hide you for a bit because you're kind of in the way. Oh shoot, I did it again. Every time I minimize, for some reason it doesn't like go back to the correct size. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why. It used to do that before they wiped my C drive. And then it doesn't do that anymore. But some other apps do it, so it's kind of like a bit annoying. The app that I use the most on my computer, most likely, uh, doesn't work the same way it used to. And it it's kind of annoying. What was I gonna say? It's just so much easier to minimize instead of like, I don't know. Okay, the butt does not, at least from the reference I'm seeing, the butt does not kind of just like come out of nowhere. It kind of comes down. This is like a straight line, and then it loops back into itself. I need like another set of points or something. Maybe this just needs to be lower. Shit, I did it again. All right, in a little bit we'll swap over to like focus on the hair. Why am I even like focusing on the butt if I might end up changing like the shape of her legs and stuff. It's kind of a waste of time. Oh wait, oops, no, I don't want you. What do I want? I want you. Okay, I just want to like shape them down so that they're like in line with what I have so far. And then once we like start editing, that's what I mean though. It's like I don't know. I don't know how to make breasts look like natural. The reference that I'm seeing, they kind of have to like come down. Okay, well, I already fucked up. If you look at it like, oh wait, oops. I was gonna say if you look at it like the way the arms come down, which I don't have the arms. Okay, I need to edit the arms still, but what is it? The arms need to come down, and then that needs to like loop in. Although probably not like that quick of a loop. It kind of has to like flow a bit nicer, a bit cleaner, a bit more smoothly. Uh, well, I guess like the armpit, like this is the armpit, so it'd be like Yo, drawing might be the method that I've been missing this entire time. Maybe. Though maybe though. Like, okay, I don't know if that's like that great, but like I said, since we're not nothing is stated as fact, I'm just gonna like go with that. All right. Like usually she also doesn't have like a really good like hand reference. Because I usually use like the hand here and then I rotate it. This is like the best hand reference we're gonna get. This one right here. But obviously it's not like the best either. Let me hide this so that I can see it better. So I don't know how to line this up exactly. Like usually hold on. Alright, sorry. I wanted to check something and then I also took a little drink. What was I gonna say? Her arms are really long comparatively, right? Am I crazy? Like, hold on, let's look at the references that I have. Like, oh, I didn't test that out. Hold on. All right. If now I'm using, I guess myself as a reference. Like yeah, I feel like her arms are a bit long, right? Because usually, going off of like myself and these two references that I have of like people standing, maybe I could find more references. But usually the hands like end around like a little bit like what's a good metric is the main issue. Although in this, okay, obviously not every reference is created equal, but A lot of these images here are kind of just like practice. I need like official. I don't know. They kind of end like at the hips, right? Or a little bit like that lower. Around basically where like the crotch ends. See how like long this is? It's like halfway down her thigh. I feel like her arms are a bit long. Now, obviously, if I leave this like that, her arms are going to be super long. Let's say there is the shoulder, right? That's like the pivot point where things should bend. And if I were to like that's super long. I need to shorten things down. Can I just do this? Doesn't like her arms seem super long here, don't they? Am I crazy? Also, this is just like insanely thick. This I don't think I even edited anything though. I think this is just like how it is off off the jump. The side view is just like super thick for some reason. Like, her arm still looks long, doesn't it? I think it's mainly like this part here. Like, I think. I feel like that needs to come in a bit. Gum. Oops. Like now we're kind of cooking, right? And now I think like the only other thing I would change is I would take this and like shrink it from here a little bit, not a lot, like that. I'm just eyeballing it at this point. Like I don't know if this is like okay, well now I feel like this is still like super long. Not only super long, but now it's like super squished too. All right, that looks better? Question mark. I'm a bit 50-50 on this. It does appear better though. Although the shoulder action might need to be adjusted. Maybe that's why I was looking weird. The arms were like super high up. Like that looks more normal, right? Like I'm obviously going off of like vibes and kind of what like looks good on paper. Like, I think that looks fine. Her neck is a bit long, which I might bring her chest up to account for that. Her chest can probably be brought up a little bit. Oh, I should probably also bring up her breasts, maybe. Or maybe just like the tops of the breasts. Bruh? Oh, my bad. I forgot to select all this. Okay, I think that's more manageable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her having like a long neck. In reality. Also, I think usually like the back part here has to be like is usually like lifted up, and this part is like a bit down. Some people have long necks. Um, but let me see. What does the front face say? I've been using the back or the body. Yeah, I mean like her shoulders are like way higher up compared to the body. I did try my best to sort of like center them when I first started out, but obviously like things aren't perfect. Like, won't this make her torso super tall? I don't think so, actually. I think I can cook with that. I think I could work with that. And then her neck is like not as long. Maybe? Question mark? I don't know. Let's remove that. Nothing to erase. Okay, perfect. All right. All right. Like I said, we need to like I need to look at like muscular bodies for reference. To at least get like the shape down, and then once the shape is down, obviously we'll go through and start sculpting. And I feel like I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time with the sculpting. I'll do like the basic brand sculpts that he usually does, but there's certain areas that probably need to be more defined, like around her stomach and like maybe the back as well, and then the legs and the arms and stuff. Like I said, not super duper muscular, but like at least a bit toned with some like muscle definition. I feel like a lot of gotcha games don't really do that all that much, so I want to maybe focus on that. Although maybe I should have learned anatomy first before I started doing this. But subject to change, you know. Um, everything everything can be updated. If in the future I find like a way better way of doing this, or like I actually learn anatomy and I come back and I'm like, whoa, her body is like weird. I could always like adjust things as needed. I do feel like her legs are super long. What is like the hold on? I think there's like a way to like break people apart. Body proportions. All right, so I need to take like the size of her head. All right, what is it? Sorry. Oh, bro, I just wanted the image, not the whole website. All right, the head from chin to bust, it is one head. From bust to waist, it is a third head. From waist to crotch, I guess the end of the crotch, question mark, is four heads. 4.5 heads is mid thigh. Okay, why are they throwing 0.5s into it? uh, point 0.5, 5.5 heads is knee bones. 6.5 heads is mid calf. And 5.5, 7.5 to 8 heads is the floor. Okay. I do have her head, luckily. Although not... Oh, I guess I can... Hold on. Let me hide the hair real quick. Shoot. The hair has the scalp in it. Oh, I could probably throw you guys away. Hold on. I could throw you away. I think you're the old... The old... That looks a lot better. Okay. Last time I came back and I looked at the head, I was like, there's something weird about this still. Like, it's not 100% perfect. Like, this looks pretty decent, I would say. Okay. Let me make a duplicate of this. And let's move it to, like, this side, I guess. And I'm going to combine them together. All right. Let's do the math. I assume it's also counting, like, the top of the head. But I guess we'll see. So from that to that is the bust. I'd say that's, like, not too bad, right? Hold on, let's... We have to, like, push them ahead. Push them ahead. Come on, guys. Someone's gotta laugh. There's no one here. Alright. 3 heads is mid waist. She has a fucking long ass head though. Okay, so I need to move her waist down, it seems. Should I even like use this as like an actual metric though? I don't know. This isn't even perfect either, right? I have to like push this forward a bit. I guess that's fine. I could have just... Oh, you know what I could do actually? Instead of like multiplying it multiple times, what I could do is I could add an array modifier. Uh, array up here. So instead of going down by 1, no, not like that. Down z-axis, -1. But not exactly -1. Can we put you forward ahead? Yeah, we can. Let's go with that. All right. All right, so that's 8 heads. That's how tall she should be, proportionally, if the size of the head. So the size of the head would have to actually be longer. Because what is it? I just thought of like... Her head would have to be bigger to accommodate for this. That has to go actually even lower. Because it had to be like here. Okay, so her proportions are going to be a bit weird, but I do want some things to like be the same, right? So her waist needs to go down. And then what did it say? Oh, but if I'm not focusing on it touching the ground, then can I really use it as a guide? The fourth head is from hips to crotch. This one. I could, hold on, let's try this. Hold on, let's bring the body ref back since that's what we're using. I wonder, because what is it? From the beginning, I chose the height she was going to be, but maybe the better route is to like make the size of the head, and then, depending on her size of the head, dictate the size of her body. I don't know if that's a good idea though. I feel like her head is like proportionally long, like way longer. I feel like, and she's not even reaching like, because yeah, I don't think yeah, I don't know how like strict this entire like system is. I guess it is to just make things proportional. So what this is telling me though is that her head has to be bigger. If I want her to be the size that I have selected, then her head has to be scaled. Can we do that? Let's see how that looks actually. What happens if I scale it? Oh, I might have to apply the mirror modifier because trying to scale it might mess things up. Try it out. Let's let's scale it from the tip of her head, which is this one? Question mark. All right, so this is how big her head has to be if I want her to scale to eight heads. And if I use that scale, then what is this? Her bust needs to be lower. Her hips need to be way lower. Her crotch needs to be way lower. Should I go with this though? Hmm. I feel like I'm gonna have to make like an incremental save, or just like make an entire copy and remake her head, or not remake her head, but you know what I mean. Like keep this scale of head and redo her body using this scale. But then obviously, like I won't be using this as a reference. Um, but that has kind of like flown out the window, kind of. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. I will BRB. I might do this on stream actually. Maybe now would be a good time to swap over to doing the hair. Yeah, I need a BRB real quick. BRB. All right. What was I gonna say? All right. What the hell? Hold on. What the hell am I looking at? All right. What was I gonna say? Okay, we're gonna very briefly touch up on hair. Um, I'm gonna have to figure out if I do decide to go this route. I'm gonna have to figure out like what scale that head is going is because I'm gonna have to scale everything else down with it. But I'll figure that out on my own. All right, hair. What is this? C- a copy? A copy that seems to be perfect? Why? I don't know what this is. I'm gonna put it in the trash. Otherwise, I feel like it'll be confusing. I need to keep this stuff clean. All right. So I made a hairline. The reason why I need a hairline is because I don't think I said this on stream. I probably should mention it though. Which I actually need to kind of perfect a bit. I don't know if this is like a good looking hairline. I think you should be able to see the sides from the front. I thought I had images of hairlines. Hold on. I guess this one. It was something like this. Does change this though? Or they don't have to be connected actually. But anyway, what was I saying? Sorry. Let's call this fun. The reason why the hairline is important is because I kind of want to. God, I have a lot of tabs open. Which one should I keep? Let's keep. Honestly, let's keep the Pinterest board up. We probably don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that. I don't think. Keep that. But I don't think we need that. Portions. Oh yeah, this is the hairline that I just opened. Because what is it? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Um, I kind of want to do. Um, kind of want a little bit of the underside of her hair to be shaved. I don't know how much I want to be shaved. Like, I don't know if I want it to be like this much from like the sort of top, almost above, almost at the top of her eyebrow, which would be like here. Like, I don't know if I want that much to be shaved. That's kind of what I'm kind of experimenting on, which is why I kind of want the hairline, because obviously I'm gonna need it. Um, I could do. Hold on. Let's hide that so we could draw. What we could do is we can draw on the surface. Let me delete this. And so we could make it like come up and then like start to come down. And we could make it end like this. So like this entire section here that isn't on the inside is going to be shaven. Or we can make it come down like this. And so like this entire area here is unshaven. Or is shaven. Or not, isn't shaven. God damn it. I need to figure this out because obviously like I need a structure on how like the hair is flowing into the ponytail. The reason why I did do this loop cut here is because like I think if we put the hairs back, this is where I want to start like visibly showing the hairs going back. Here, let me bring this references. Is this reference? Let me bring in some references that I've liked, that I've gotten from Pinterest. I think this one, and this one too. All right. Or maybe this one too. Hold on. I'm finding new because this is doing like what I drew last, where it doesn't shave everything on the back. It kind of like ends early before going. Okay, let me save these. Let me. I need to save this in the references. Oh, it's a JPEG. A JPEG's fine. I think they are. Oh, this hair ref 05. We'll name this one hair ref 06. And then we'll name this last one hair ref 07. What time is it? Oh god, okay. I really should stop soon so that I can hopefully get something to eat before the start of stream. I did wanna do a little bit of this on here. This is all taken from Pinterest, even though this looks like it's from TikTok. It 100% is from TikTok. So what is it? So yeah, this is like slightly shaven. It's not fully shaven. Also, you can see here this hair continues from the shaven part, which is kind of funny. I could add that because I could do a combination of both, where like some of the hair comes from there. This is the example I was talking about, where it kind of like ends before it like goes all the way to the back, and then this one too. Wait, no, that's the same one I just pulled out. Where's the other one? Oh, this one. This one here. This is also from Pinterest, even though it does look like it was taken from TikTok. This is why I drew this this line here. Because this is, I might need to push it further forward though. I don't know. But this is where I want like this sort of separation here. Where the hairline, you could kind of see like there's a bit of a separation. Because that's when the hair starts to go back into a bun. But this is what I mean. Like some of the hair comes down from up top. But then we could also have like a mix of some of the hair coming from this side here. This is kind of what I'm looking for. Oop. So this on the sides, bangs at the top with like some hairs coming off to the side. I guess yeah, this area is like pretty exposed, isn't it? I guess that is going to be pretty empty. I guess in my head I was like, it can't be empty. It can't be empty because like, you know, what am I gonna do if it's empty? But I guess I can just leave it empty. I guess it's fine. Um, and then the bun, which yeah, I kind of want there to be like strands, loose strands being pulled, kind of like I want it to be a bit messy maybe. And then same for the bun too. I want there to be like random strands kind of like sticking out. I don't know how I'm gonna make the bun look because I have to look up like images of buns because I don't know how they work. But yeah, all right. I think that's what I'm gonna call it for today. We did the body a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to commit to this. Oops, this head idea where I have to like make her head bigger and have to like redo the sizing. I feel like proportion wise, it is the right move, and it'll make her look like normal. Because maybe the issue that I'm having now, if I stay with this body, maybe the issue that I'm having now is that her head is like super small compared to like how tall her body is. And that might be an issue. I think maybe we might spend some time on stream like committing to this, making a duplicate of her body, making a duplicate of like her face and all her facial uh accessories, and then trying to do this and compare it to what I have now versus what it could be and seeing like which one looks better. And then we might go back to the hair as well. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I guess like I saw an image of someone like making the hair like in a really low poly state like this, and then they added like more detail to it. I don't know how I feel about that though. And then this is obviously the Enfield thing. I think this is the last thing I did yesterday. I think this looks good, but I obviously need to like figure out how I'm going to do it or how I'm going to like do this in here. But I'll figure that out on my own time. So yeah, that's about it for this recording. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your evening, rest of your day. And I'm gonna get something to eat real quick before stream starts. Otherwise, I'll go hungry and I'll die. Maybe. Nah, I'm not just joking. Anyway, see ya. Goodbye. 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 Bye.